Luke on Shame TV, joined by Chris Millington. So 1-1 draw. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, game of two halves. I think really I was disappointed with us first half. I know Solihull are a decent team, and we've got to give them credit for how they played first half. But I was disappointed with us. I felt 3 or 4 of us were off the pace and took a while to get going. And because of that, we go behind. But credit to the lads for the second half performance, because they tweaked 1 or 2 things and were more front foot, but from a better shape. And you come away disappointed that you've not won it. So yeah, listen, a good point at a very good team away from home at this stage of the season, when we've had a good number of difficult fixtures so far in August. But tinged with a little bit of disappointment that we didn't come away with more.
Because after the Oxford game, you said you wanted a reaction, and made 3 changes to the team as well.
Yeah, and listen, they weren't changes made out of anything other than, well, there were a number of reasons for those changes. It wasn't players weren't taken out of the team as a punishment. Players came into the team for very specific reasons, of which I'm not going to share publicly at the moment. But it was some tactical and some for other reasons that we felt were necessary at the moment. And the lads who came in grew into it. Angelo, I thought, not dissimilar to his performance here last season, where first half he couldn't quite get into the game, but then second half I thought he was really impactful. Obviously Joe Cummins has played an important role in us getting a point, and Summers has meant that we've controlled possession for periods of the game better than we have done in other games this season. So I thought they all had a positive impact.
It's got off to a very quick start. The shot on target within the first 10-15 seconds.
Yeah, we were bright, and we were bright for a good period in the first half, and then as we allowed them to get possession, and really it was the goal, it was the build up to the goal, and the frustration is we just sat off them and we never really got up to the ball. And listen, Solihull are decent, but we made them look good in that moment by just sitting off. And then obviously our back lines, it's all off kilter, and we're playing a lad on side as he gets slipped through, which it's not us, we're better than that. Out of possession, we've got more about us. So frustrating, because I feel, this, not dissimilar to Oldham, was another opportunity for a clean sheet. And if you're getting clean sheets away from home, then you're often taking 3 points with you. So that was frustrating, but yeah, credit to the boys for how they came out second half. I think it was about 15 minutes in before they'd even got out of their half in the second half. So that showed what a swing in momentum there was in that second half.
As you say, much more on the front foot in that second half, and then Joe Cummins with the first goal in his first competitive start. Yeah,
and I thought we looked to threat off set pieces a few times. I think we've had an awful lot of shots. I don't know the numbers, but we've had a good number of shots today, but a lot of wild ones. And that again is another little frustration, because I don't think, we look at our analysis, and Solihull are similar to us. They play a similar shape. Teams aren't going to get many chances against them. But also, I don't think their keeper's really been worked yet this season. There's not been a game where he's been really put under the cosh and had to make a good number of saves. And it was an opportunity for us to do that tonight, and we didn't hit the target enough to make him work. So he'll have come away again, not having been tested enough. But obviously, on the occasion when he was tested, it ended up in the back of the net.
Well, so obviously after that, Solihull did have their chances, but you'd say if either side was going to get a winner, it would have been us.
Yeah, I think we look likely, and you've had the counter-attack at the end where actually, in fairness, I think the keeper saved it, so I've got to give him his due there. But yeah, listen, it is tinged with a bit of frustration, but we've got to be realistic, and we've got to be positive and say a point away from home against Solihull in the current run of form they're in is a good point. We look forward to the return fixture when they come to our place, and see if we can get all 3 there.
Of course, up next, the Bank Holiday Monday fixture against our FA Trophy final opponents.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, looking forward to the visit at Gateshead. They're making more passes and occupying more possession now than they did last season, and I think the players they've brought in are very good at that. And it'll be typical. Match-up in terms of 2 different styles, as were with the 3 fixtures last season. I would expect they'll probably want to dominate possession and and we'll want to dominate the number of chances and the goal tally come the end of the game. So that's what we'll be working hard to do Monday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luke.